What's up, K-Mac Squad? It's your boy K-Mac, and I'm back with another reaction. So tonight, we are going to be watching the old Hotel. Does it say hotel? That says Hostel. Hold up. That says Hostel Horror Story Animated. I thought it said hotel. Don't forget to go like, comment, subscribe. Put your post notification bells on so you can stay updated every time I drop a vid. As you see, we're reacting to bangers. If you got a light like this is all you need. If you got any other light, unacceptable. Turn your light off. Make sure you're in the dark. And we in this together. Let's get straight to it. Oh, my light fell.
I was raped. I'm a guy, by the way.
Turn this up.
I want to share my story to the world because I want to help others like me and show you that you are not alone and that there are people out there who have been there themselves. I understand you're on a different level than a therapist would who has read some books. Today I suffer from PTSD and depression from this incident. This has been going on for as long as I can remember, but my girlfriend is very supportive and has helped me. She told her parents about the incident too. Okay. Well, I don't blame her because Latinos have a very close connection to their families,
ugly as hell.
Unlike mine.
I ain't gonna lie.
This happened to me when I was 7 years old. I'm 21 right now. Me and my family were going from Stockholm to Gothenburg in Sweden to watch Monster Jam. I used to love big monster trucks when I was a kid. Just watching how powerful these big trucks were crushing small cars. It just excited me. Just like every other
fan. Now that I think about it, I don't think I saw a monster truck show since 2034.
And who enjoyed monster trucks as well. We were staying at a hostel in a dark hidden alley. This was because we were poor and my parents had saved up enough money for Monster Jam and Lisenberg, an amusement park in Gothenburg. We could only afford a low-quality hostel. It stank of damp, and the receptionist was an old fat lady who smelled like a chimney. In the corner under the stairs sat an old man around his 60s. He looked like he was from the Middle East. He had a grey, greasy beard and a bald spot on his head with grey hair on the sides. He was tall, fat, and was wearing a white buttoned-up shirt, some black shorts and slippers. He looked at me with a disgusting evil smile while touching himself on his chest. He didn't have many teeth at all, and the teeth he did have were stained yellow and almost rotten. I froze instantly and couldn't move a muscle. I just stared at him. I felt the fear creep up all over my body, from my feet to the top of my head. Then suddenly, my mother, who held my hand, dragged me away and up the stairs to our room. I didn't see him for the rest of the afternoon until the next day. We were going to Monster Jam to finally see the monster trucks. It was a really hot summer's day, and I was wearing only my small blue shorts while sporting a white tank top. We were walking down the street, and it was crowded with people. Then my father had to go to the toilet, so we went into a luxury hotel, and my father used the restroom. Me, my mother, and my sister sat on a bench in the hotel lobby. The bench was located just in front of a big window towards the street. We sat on the bench for a long time, and my mother was talking on the phone. My sister sat on my mother's right side, and me on the left. Then, suddenly, I felt like someone was watching me. I looked around the lobby and didn't notice anyone, but I still felt this feeling like someone was watching me. I turned around and instantly froze. The same old man who I saw at the hostel was standing at the glass window watching me. He was holding his left hand up to the glass to get a better view inside through the window and his right hand down his pants. But I didn't know exactly what he was doing then due to my age. But I now know that I couldn't move and just stared at the guy in fear. I managed to get up the courage and tell my mother, but she just dismissed me. I then turned around to see if he was there, but he'd gone. Then my father came out of the toilets and we went out onto the street on our way to the Monster Jam. After a while, we were going to cross the street. It was crowded with people. I then heard someone calling out after me, so I turned around and saw the same man. But this time, he had his out and started stroking it with the same evil grin on his face. But now...
Hold up, bro. This is supposed to be a fucking scary story. He just said some gay shit. Hold up, bro. That just caught me way off guard. honestly, like, this is honestly, like, just caught me all the way off guard. I don't know what the fuck just happened. We about to stay watching, though.
He was reaching out his hand and told me to come closer to him. Come closer, little boy. Come. I froze because I was so terrified because of what he was doing in the middle of the street.
Why are you staring at
I was
me,
always
bro?
a good kid, never did anything wrong, always listened to my elders. So I reluctantly walked towards him, and just when he was going to grab my hand, a Swedish man in his 30s noticed what was happening and stomped on the old man's hand. He started yelling in pain, and at this point, my mother pulled me by my hand as the stoplight became green, so I didn't see what had happened. Some days later, when we were sleeping, I was feeling the need to pee. We had no toilets in our room. The toilet was down the corridor, and it was right next to the room near number 4. I started to walk to the toilet in the middle of the night. It was cold, and the floors creaked in pain under my weight.
Bro, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, like, if you're young watching this nigga is gay.
As I tried not to alert anyone to my presence, then I heard some muttering in a foreign language from the room near number 4. As I opened the toilet door, the door from the room near number 4 swung open, and there he stood, the old man. He was wearing nothing except a small white tank top, with that disgusting grin on his face. I instantly froze in fear. I was terrified. I wanted to scream. I wanted to run back to my family, but I couldn't move. The next thing I remember was how he dragged me into the room and tossed me onto the bed.
Bro, don't show me no gay shit.
He yanked out my pants and started to rape me. I tried to scream, but he put his dirty underwear in my mouth and threatened me. He told me to shut up or he would kill me. It felt like hours went by, but when he was done, he passed out on the bed.
I don't know if I should end this video.
I took this as my chance and made my getaway and ran out of there with my pants.